Meet Nehemiah, cupbearer to the king, a great leader, loyal to his people, and hardworking. Most importantly, Nehemiah was a man of God. He prayed, he listened, and he was obedient to everything God asked. When Nehemiah found out his hometown walls in Jerusalem were destroyed and collapsing, he was sad. So he prayed and trusted God's plan. When God told him to go and rebuild the walls, he prayed some more and got to work. When other people tried to stop Nehemiah and get him off that wall, he would say, "I'm doing God's work. I'm not coming down." In this series, we will examine Nehemiah's story. We'll learn what it means for God to call us to a purpose, how to stay focused on His plan, the importance of working and praying hard, trusting God's timing, and sticking to the job until the plan is complete. Today we are talking about staying focused on God. You have school, sports, music, hard classes, chores, and responsibilities at home. You want to stay up with TikTok trends and spend time binge watching something on Netflix. All this busyness makes it hard to stay focused on God. Honestly, it does take some purpose choices. You may have to say no to a few things to say yes to Jesus. But focusing on Him is easier than you think. First, you work on bringing God into everything by talking to Him all day long. The Holy Spirit is living in everyone who chooses to follow Him. He hears your thoughts, feels your emotions, and He is with you. When you're at school, talk to Him. Tell Him the good and the bad. When you're playing sports, call on Him for strength. Or when you need help when things feel scary or out of control, call on God. Remind yourself that the Holy Spirit is with you, so even if something is bad, you will remember that God knows about it, so He will do what is best for you. To focus on God, you may have to say no to some good things in your life, but He will honor you when you do that. Here's a story to show you what that looks like. Jenny was having a busy week. She had a bunch of tests, 2 basketball games to cheer at, and several of her friends were having parties this weekend. Jenny knew that her youth group was having a special event on Saturday. She loved the worship and games at her church, but her friend Sally was having a birthday party. All her school friends would be there, and she really wanted to go. But she also had friends at youth group that she wanted to see. The Holy Spirit put a thought in her mind about the lesson she'd learned at church. God honors us when we honor Him. At first, she ignored the thought. I have to go to Sally's party. I don't want to miss the fun. But then she thought of the lesson again. She said, God, I need you. I really want to honor you, but I also want to go to Sally's party. Please help me. Again, she thought about the words in the Bible. Okay, I have to say no to Sally's party, but I know it will be okay. Jenny had a blast at church, and she learned something new about God. Sure, she was still a little sad that she was missing the party, but youth was fun, and she was able to pray with a friend who was also struggling with making the right choices to honor God. Wow, Jenny thought to herself. God knew all this was going to work out. Are there things that you need to say no to in order to make more time for God? When you do, He will honor you by blessing your choice and doing what's best for your life. It's not always easy. Sometimes you have to say no to some really good things. But stay focused on God and He will give you everything you need to do the good things He has planned for you.